absolutely breathtaking. You just gotta be here in person. It's bigger in person than what it is on the phone. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh no, it bit me in my eye.
I just can't get over this.
I can see the flies. I can see the flies.
Wow. And we are at the Three Sisters. So this is where we pit stopped. Here we are. We're in the middle of Glencoe. We're going to do the attractions next once we're all ready. But what a beautiful place to stay. Absolutely amazing. The mountains, the waterfalls. I'm jealous of whoever lives there.
We all survived the midges last night.
We survived the midges. So this is the visitor centre. Scottish Avalanche Information Service. Oh, loads of information on the Glencoe Mountain and the Glencoe Rescue Team. Yeah, and we've got the 1960s and 1970s mountain rescue kit.
Oh, we went much longer.
Beautiful man. Let's go see the views, is it?
Look at that. What's done? It's right in the 17th century, right? There's the Jacobites thing, right? Look. Snow. And these kind of shoes I had.
Oh, in the snow, like.
Yeah.
No wonder they didn't have a very long life expectancy. Ever wonder what Glencoe was like 350 years ago, or how people lived here at the time of the infamous massacre of 16? The landscape has changed since then, and no buildings from that era survive today. So none of the buildings survived.
Yeah.
Okay.
Home to 400 or 500 people by the 19th century. Just sheep and farms.
Wow.
That's in the 1800s, 19th century.
Right, I'm going to go have a look at this view a minute.
Next time I'll know where the dog's in, because I don't get dogs in here.
I didn't realise.
And it's very soon.
What's that? It's not supposed to be... It's all the mountains, it is.
Looks like it was made out of clay.
Maybe it
Oh,
is.
he was.
Maybe it is, yeah.
Go away.
I jumped off it. I wonder what will happen.
So that's the house they're recreating, is it? To be like the houses that was here back then. So you see that over there? That's what the houses were like back then. You see this? They're reconstructing it though.
Can you find the words to describe this place? Magnetic. A wild beauty. Breathtaking. Raw nature. A tragic past. All of these are Glencoe, and so much more. A land forged in fire some 420 million years ago, when volcanic explosions broke forth from these ancient mountains. You can see the evidence of these fiery eruptions in the rocks, where thick, hot, molten lava once flowed. You can stand in glens sculpted over the last 2 million years by weather, water, and ice, leaving this awe-inspiring landscape of sharp peaks, deep glens, and the rushing River Coe. A place where legends found a home, and poets found their words, and caves and wooded slopes where wild beasts once roamed. People took on the challenge of living from this land, carving a life from the rocky ground with fish, crops, and game. In lands that passed from clan to clan and back again. Here in Glencoe, life was hard. Cattle even boosted the MacDonalds clan's living. By 1689, there's a new king on the throne. But some Highland lords and clan chiefs still hold loyal to their Jacobite oath and the exiled Stuart king. To this new king, William, these Highlanders are a threat. If only he could control them. He demands these Jacobite clans swear allegiance to him and offers money as an incentive and punishment for those who disobey. The chief of the Glencoe MacDonalds travels miles to try and make his oath in time, but his allegiance comes too late. Though other clans were also late to swear to William, the King's Secretary of State for Scotland, John Dalrymple, Master of Stair, had already decided to root out the poor and isolated MacDonalds. Orders are issued. You are hereby ordered to fall upon the rebels, the MacDonalds of Glencoe, and put all to the sword under 70.
All right.
Cut off root and branch. Picture Glencoe in the cold and snows of February 1692. Up and down the glen, the MacDonalds offer shelter and Highland hospitality to 2 companies of Argyll's regiment. A a common alternative to paying taxes. At 5 a.m, the captain of the Argylls, Robert Campbell of Glenlyon, gives the chilling order to his men. Some refuse to act upon their orders. Others warn the MacDonalds of the threat. Amongst the first to die is the chief of the MacDonalds, MacIan. Women and children are slaughtered, clansmen too, killed by the very soldiers they had fed and sheltered for 12 days. Others fled, escaping the glen where the army's reinforcements had failed to cut off the pass, only to perish in the bitter cold. Word of the massacre of MacDonalds at a Campbell's hands spread. An inquiry is held. Neither king nor politician, officer nor soldier was punished for this murder under trust. And for the surviving MacDonalds, there's no compensation for their loss. Years pass, and romantic writers tell a story of savage things that happen in savage places. And still 300 years is not long enough to forget when hospitality was torn apart by musket ball and sword. So change was brought to Glencoe and all across this country. Defeat at Culloden deals the final blow to the Jacobite royalties of old. Control moves from clan to army, as first the military road, then other routes open up the glen. Sheep, not clansmen, fill the lands. Chiefs become landlords, and the slopes of Glencoe can no longer feed those who call it home. The clearances begin, clearing townships of their lifeblood, forcing families from their crofts to seek new lives and livings in the quarries, on the coast, and overseas. Paving the way for a new generation of poets and heroes to find inspiration in Glencoe, and leaving a wilderness for sightseers and gentlemen climbers to explore. We began to care for Glencoe in 1936. It was bought for the benefit of the people, using money gifted to us, the National Trust for Scotland. You have the Scottish Mountaineering Club, and their then chairman, Percy Una, to thank for this. We continue to care for the land in the spirit of their gift. Keeping it natural, wild, untamed, so that today it is a haven for wildlife,
Beautiful shot.
See, Mum, I'm active because of my editing and worried about what I'm going to do with my edits. I'm definitely not relaxed.
So what did you think of the little film? The little movie? You thought it was boring. Did you like the history, Taylor? The massacre of Glencoe?